I'm Hoja Singh. I would like to introduce Material Requirements Planning (MRP). It is a computer-based information system that translates master schedule requirements for end items into time-phase requirements for sub-assemblies, components, and raw materials. It has three types of inputs, which is Master Production Schedule (MPS), Inventory Status File (ISF), and Bill of Materials (BOM). There are few objectives in Material Requirements Planning (MRP). First, to ensure materials are available for production and products are available for delivery to customer. Second, to ensure that inventory level is at optimum level. Last, to plan manufacturing activities, delivery schedules, and purchasing activities.
My name is Wang Leong Sing and I would like to present the methodology part. The first step, demand, is estimated by identifying the requirement. The initial step of the MRP process is determining customer demand and the requirement to meet it. Utilizing the bill of materials, which is simply a list of raw materials, assemblies, and its components needed to manufacture an end product. Second step, inventory and allocate resources are checked. This step involves checking demands against what we already have in inventory. The MRP then distributes resources accordingly. The third step, production, is scheduled. This step in the process is simply to calculate the amount of time and labor required to complete manufacturing. The last step, process, is monitored. This final step of the process is simply to monitor it for any issues.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Sabrina binti Kamaruddin. So I'm going to present about the results for our group project. This is our tree diagram by description. Our end item is a computer desk study table. There are 4 components required to produce a single unit of computer desk study table. There are a unit of fiberboard tabletop, 4 units of polypropylene plastic, 4 units of set screw plate, and 4 units of steel leg. This is the tree diagram by figure. This is the assembly diagram for our product. It consists of 4 levels. The figure at the center shows the assembly process for level 1, 2, and also 3, 4. Our material requirement planning use lot sizing techniques. There are 2 batch delivery of computer desk study table. The first batch is 400 units at the beginning week 4 and the second batch is 300 units at beginning week 6. The computer desk study table require 1 week to be assembled. The fiberboard component also need to be ordered 100 and 300 units respectively, and this component requires 2 weeks for the lead time. The polypropylene plastic requires a lead time of 1 week, ended with planned order release of 500 units at week 2 and 1,000 units at week 4. After considering about the minimum order of 500 units and the schedule receipts at the beginning of week 1 with 250 units. The set screw plate also requires a lead time of 1 week, ended with planned order release of 500 units at week 2 and 1,000 units at week 4. After considering about the minimum order of 500 units and the schedule receipts at the beginning of week 1 with 100 units. The steel leg also requires a lead time of 1 week, ended with planned order release of 420 units at week 2 and 1,239 units at week 4 after considering with a safety stock of 5%.
First, it was very versatile as long as the end product is one, no matter the product got how many parts or tiny parts, it will suit for all. For it will break into certain parts, it will suit for it as well, as long as the end product is one. So, like I say, it's suit for all kind of products. So other than that, it able to keep track of everything. Like what we can see from here, able to keep tracks the number of item we have in hand, when we should order it, so that it will match the time, and we're able to keep track. And in this case, we're able to reduce our inventory costs and so on. All right. So, lastly, we're able to plan well. So at the end of the day, we're able to send the end product to our customer on time. So from here we can see that we have giving some lead time for every each component so that we're able to keep well and plan well. And from there, customer, if we going to plan well, then customer will keep on come back to us and ordering for us. So the only weaknesses of this lot for lot ordering is that we only able to produce one type of products only. We are able to produce one type of end product only. If we want to produce two type of end product, then we need to prepare two kind of lot for lot orderings. Lastly, for the user-friendly wise, we have improvised some from it. So we have add the icons so that it will bring the user straight to the detail the user want to see. Likewise, in here, we able to see that if you press on product description, MLP information or MLP compute for computer desk study, it will bring them to there. In this project, we have met some problems, but after solving the problem, we have greater understanding on MLP, material requirement planning, and we're able to learn to apply it on real life situation and what are the strengths and the weaknesses of lot for lot ordering.